Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. I know I have been away for quite some time. Yeah, I've been away for some time now. I am so sorry, my apologies. Thank you so much guys for all the love you've been sharing on me, for all the comments, for those that have even reached out to me. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. I'm doing well, I'm doing fine. How was the celebration? How did you celebrate your Christmas? Please put it in the comment section. Let us know how you celebrated your Christmas and if you're doing well. We thank God for all that He has done for us and all He has been doing, even up to this moment. We appreciate God for that. I want to appreciate each and every one of us that have taken our time to watch my videos, like bomber to bomber. You've been watching my videos. I'm so grateful from the bottom of my heart. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. I don't take you guys for granted, not at all, not for a minute. I don't take you guys for granted. Thank you so much indeed. God bless you guys. Today, um I celebrated my 1 year in marriage on the 19th of December, and here I am sending or putting out this video right at this point. I'm so sorry. I and my husband supposed to have filmed this video like long time ago, but a lot of like things have just been coming in. The day we were supposed to film, he's either busy or he traveled and stuff like that. So I was like, I think I need to film this video because you guys have waited for so long for me to share this video with you guys, sharing my experience, sharing the things I've actually learned in this 1 year of marriage. So that is what I'm going to be doing. It's not a very long time, but I believe that those who are starting out right will be able to learn from me and also do well to where I fail. You can be able to um like put in your own home so that you will not make that same mistake that I made. That is the main reason why I'm filming this video. And for those that have been in this system for quite a long time, I would also like you aunties and uncles to also put down in the comment section sharing your own experience and also your lessons for us to learn from, because me na JJCIB, I never reach anywhere really, but at least from based on things I have actually heard and things I've actually seen with my own from my own family and stuff like that, I'll be able to share from my own experience. But for today, I'll be talking about the things that applies to me in my own home, the things that we actually pass through and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Probably this video might be a bit long. Don't know how it's going to be anyway, but you guys should please bear with me because I'm going to be sharing from my heart things that we have overcome and things that we're still overcoming. Okay, so if it is something that you're interested in watching, and I believe that you are, please sit back, relax, and keep on watching. If possible, bring your popcorn, your drinks. If you're still because up till now I believe you're still waiting for New Year. Yeah, before this video will go up, I think by then we'll be planning to celebrate New Year. So yeah, I wish you guys Merry Christmas in advance and Happy New Year in arrears. Thank you so much, guys. I love you for all the support. And also, I don't know if I should give this information now or nah, I'm going to leave it till the end of this video. So if you stay tuned to the end of this video, there is an information I'm going to pass across to you guys. So stay tuned, right? Stay tuned, stay glued to this channel, stay glued to this video and watch till the end because there's an information I'll be passing across to you guys and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it for anything. And don't do all the scrolling and then you now watch start from here and then gradually move to the end of the video. Okay, if you love me, please do support me. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Naomi Hosea. I film about marriage, I film about relationship, I film about lifestyle, I film about education, right? That's what I actually do on my channel. Okay, so if you have any video ideas that you would like me to film, please do feel free to put that in the comment section, and I will do my best to oblige to your request. Okay, thank you so much. All right, before any other magana, let's just dive into this topic, this juicy ju- juicy topic. All right, so yeah, my first point is going to be my first point. I know may sound cliche. Hmm? I know it might sound cliche, but the first point I'm going to be talking about is marriage is hard work. Eh? I say it again. Marriage is hard work. if nobody if nobody told you that marriage is hard work, please, I'm telling you, free of charge to you guys now, marriage is hard work. Hey, that's why now, like, I'm now thinking back, right? That's why when you are in church, or elderly people will tell you that marriage is not for boys and girls. You get why. You actually get why marriage is not for boys and girls. That is the most reason why they always tell you marriage is not for boys and girls, because marriage is hard work. Hard work. You need to put in all your energy to be able to make your marriage work. Exactly. You need to. Eh? You need to. Who is going to do the work for you? You think that, oh, when you people get married, like, I'm sharing my own experience, right? I always used to think that when you people get married, right, everything is going to fall into place. You people are going to be loving each other all the time, doing all the menge, like, as when you're single, your brain used to shock you, like, you'd be like, I cannot wait to get married. Hey, I cannot wait to get married. My husband, my wife, the way I'm going to be doing, like they were enjoying their marriage, my brother and sister. It's not like that all the time. Marriage is hard work. It is your own effort that you put in that will make it to nourish. Those marriages I used to see that they are doing well, that they are successful, like you always used to see, envision yourself in that kind of marriage. Now hard work, oh. It didn't just come by like that. No, it's hard work. They put in effort, timeless effort, their time, their energy, a lot of time, and they have to be very intentional about the things that they do. Recently, I posted a picture on my WhatsApp, like sharing pictures on my WhatsApp how we celebrate Christmas. And people were like commenting, oh, cute couples, oh, you're soulmates, and all that. I was like, if you know the effort that we went through in order to achieve this outcome, as in, that is, in order for us to go out for this for us to just go out and chill. If you know, it's not as if that we don't want to, but sometimes you just get so tired, because like you all know that that day was a festive period, right? Christmas is a festive period, and people might come visiting, you get cooking, and you get so stressed out at the point that you don't want to even go anywhere. You just want to relax in your house and just sleep or something, and just relax with your partner. But we have to be very intentional for us to be able to go out. One of us was like, oh, nah, I don't want to go. And the other one, like, babe, we have to go. But I cannot share with you guys who exactly said that. So if you want to know who said it, who was like, I know, I want to lie there, I cannot go, stay tuned to the end and I will let you guys know. Anyway, so yeah, marriage is hard work. You have to be very, very, very intentional about everything that you do in your marriage. If you're not intentional, that is one thing I've actually learned in my 1 year of marriage, that marriage is being intentional. You have to be intentional about everything that you're doing, even going down to the decisions that you are taking, even going down to you people going out, even going down to domestic chores, even going down to cooking. If you're not intentional about these things, it's also it's also sometimes draining if it is just you that you're putting in more effort and your partner is not doing that. You guys are supposed to be bringing 100%. So that is why I say my number one point is marriage is hard work. That is one thing I've learned in my 1 year of marriage. So please guys, if you're in marriage, or you're an early bird or JJC in marriage as well, just like me, or earlier than me, then please learn this, that marriage is hard work, and you have to be very intentional about the things that you do in order to achieve the very best in your marriage. So that's going to be our number one point. Okay? Yeah. So, yeah. My next point is going to be on prayer. This will also sound cliche because a lot of us feel like prayer now. Is it not just to pray and all that? No. One thing we need to know is that marriage is a place that the devil is always looking for to attack. You know, that is where God created, and that is one of the things that God created first in the Garden of Eden. You get it, right? So you don't expect that the devil will be happy with that what will be happy with what God created. He's not going to be happy. He knows that marriage is an institution where you get to recreate another human being by the grace of God. You create another human being through the help of God, through procreation, yes, and then the family will come about from the marriage and all that. So he's always targeting marriages, to break marriages, to see that marriages end up divorcing or having issues and all that. So one thing you need to know, that I have learned, is that you need to be prayerful in your marriage. I know that most of us will feel like, oh, I'm married now, and then you just feel relaxed. One thing that I was advised before getting into marriage was that you need to continue praying, because the devil is going to be trying to attack your marriage. So that's one of the things that I've learned in my marriage. One thing we do in my home is that we pray every morning. We pray as a partner, as a couple, even when we don't even feel like it, even when we don't, even if the other partner gets to sleep and then the other one is awake, just hold your partner and pray with your partner. That is one of the things that we do. And even when the other partner is also feeling like, oh, or my husband is feeling like he wants to sleep, then we pray immediately, because we know that sleeping, you can just sleep off and like that, and then the devil will just come and attack you guys. You don't know the eyes that are like perching around to see how they can infest their hands inside, to see how they can destroy your home. That's one thing that the devil is after. Okay, so just do your best and leave the rest to God, putting everything into the hands of God. That is one of the things I've learned. And also one of the things that we try to inculcate in our marriage, in my marriage, was or is that we always do our best every month, either by the first week of the month or by the end of the month. We do our fast and prayers, and that is one thing that has been helping me and my home. And by the grace of God, I believe that God will continue to see us through and be able to continue to inculcate this even to our children's children. Amen. Okay, so that is one of the points that I have learned in my 1 year of marriage. Okay, next point, that's my number 3 point, will be you should always protect your partner's interest. Always protect your partner's interest. Either ways, whether you as a lady or you as a man, even if your partner is not there, protect your partner's interest. Is you guys are one. So whatever affects your partner affects you as well. If your parents, let's say for instance, as a woman, my parents are saying things against my husband, I'm supposed to stand in and protect my husband. Not for me to now be like just feeling relaxed, or I will not say anything at all. No, you rebuke them. Not like rebuking them like I don't know which word to say exactly, but not like totally rebuking. Yeah, totally rebuking them and making them understand that um your husband is your partner or your wife is your partner, and you guys are into this together. Except let's assume that maybe there's an issue between you guys, or let me just use this typical example. Excuse me. Let me just use this typical example. For instance, let's say there's an argument between you and your partner, right? And then you go to report it to your parents. As let I'm using myself now as an example. I am having issue with my husband, and then I went to report to my own parents about my husband. That is a no-no. You're not supposed to do that. You're not to do that, mostly at the early stage of your marriage, depending on the kind of issue that you're having with your partner. Okay, so if it is something that you guys can resolve, please resolve it among yourselves. Don't involve a third party. Always look out for your partner's interest, because when you have reported to your parents, they will not be seeing him. They will take side with you because they love you. You are one of their siblings, or you're their daughter. So definitely they're going to like support you. You get it? But and then they will not be looking at your husband in a very bad light, which is not supposed to be so. And also sometimes again, let's say for instance in the aspect of money, let's say your siblings decide to ask for money, they are in need of money, and then you tell them that you don't have money, and then they're like, oh, is it your husband that said you should not give me money, or something like that, or your wife said that you should not give me money, eh? Or let's use another one. Let's say you went to visit your mom as a wife, or as a husband, you went visiting your mom, and then you give them gifts, and then they ask about you, or you were unable to go see them, and then they ask about you, or you give them a gift, and then you are now portraying yourself as the one that gave them the gift. Definitely they're going to look at your partner like someone that is not, like he doesn't love them, for your partner not to have come to visit and all that. So always do your best to put your have your partner interest at heart in whatever thing that you do. Always always have your partner interest at heart. Okay, in everything, in every decision that you take. That is another point that I have learned in my 1 year of marriage. So do well to also inculcate that in your own marriage if it applies to you as well, and I'm sure it is going to help one or two people out there. Okay, my next point, which will be number 4, is to always care for your partner. To always care for your partner, and also be kind to your partner even when you do not feel like it, even when you are angry. I know that one thing is that we tend to get, when we get angry or we are offended by our partner, right? And then we are so you're very emotional at that point. You're so angry, and then you tend to just be like, probably being unkind to your partner. Let's say for instance, let me just use this typical example. Okay, let's say people had this a disagreement before you cooking meal for your partner, and because of that, as a wife for instance, because of that you decide not to cook that meal for your partner because you're angry, you're just being uncaring. So one thing I've learned is that, I know you're angry, put your anger aside. Even though you are angry, and be kind to your partner. Do what you're supposed to do as a wife or as a husband that is expected of you to do. For instance, the cooking. You know that your partner will be angry, hungry, because he or she offended you, and then you want to use that to like show him pepper that you are angry. Then you now decide to do that, which is very very unfair, which is very very unkind of you, so which is very very uncaring of you. So, and at the end of the day, you guys will now have like bottled up issues that you have still not, because of all these little things that have like combined. That's when you will now see that, yeah, it's becoming a huge issue in your home. So always put your anger aside, because your emotions sometimes tend to overpower the way you feel. Okay, so yeah, and then you'll now feel like, oh, you don't love your partner, and you'll start bringing maybe things that we women tend to do that a lot. Things that have passed, maybe he has done long time ago, you will now be bringing it back, like remembering him. Oh, do you know that you actually did this thing one particular day? Do you know that? We actually do that a lot. I'm also guilty of that. So that's one thing I've actually learned in my 1 year of marriage, that you should keep your anger aside and then be caring and kind to your husband, even when, or your wife, even when you do not even feel like it. When you've got, um, for instance, the food I was talking about, are finished eating, then you cannot express yourself to your partner, telling him or her exactly how you feel, okay? And you guys will come to a conclusion, or you guys will be able to resolve that issue, okay? So that's one thing I have actually learned. Another thing, points that I've actually learned in my 1 year of marriage, okay? Okay, so my next point will be, you should always keep in touch, constantly keep in touch with one another. This is one thing I've actually learned in my marriage. One thing is that you should always try, as partners, to always keep in touch with one another. Always talk to one another. If you have an information that you need to pass to your partner, don't wait till tomorrow, because the person or your partner or your wife will now feel like, why have you now kept this information from me for so long and stuff like that. Always try every day, always keep in touch, mostly if your partner is not even around, maybe your partner traveled out. Always try to keep in touch with your partner and always pass across information to one another. Let them know where you are exactly, what you're doing, what you're involved in, the things, the decisions that you want to take, opinions. Always listen to opinion. Always keep in touch with one another. Don't go and then share information with your mom and then before you now come and talk to your wife. No, always keep in touch with your partner. Even if you want to take decisions, I've actually done this before, and I felt like, I don't know, probably, let me say, I still felt as if, as in, I can take decision by myself. Let me put it that way. I felt like I can still take decisions by myself. And it's not like that. You always have to keep talking to your partner. If you want to take a decision or you're planning to go out, then you have to talk to your partner if it is okay, or if it is a free time, if there is no any engagement that you guys, probably he might even be planning to have with you, or maybe something like that. So always try to keep in touch with your partner so that they will be in know of everything that pertains to you, because you guys are one. You guys are one entity coming together to become one, not two. But one, one. Okay, so always try to keep in touch with one another. That's one of the things I've actually learned in my 1 year of marriage. My next point is going to be, don't always assume things. Don't assume things. This assumption, my dear, this assumption has caused a bit of issues even in my own marriage. That is why I am putting this out as another point of mine. Don't assume anything. If you want to, like, if you feel like you're going to assume, basically just ask your partner about something you're not clear about. Don't go and be assuming stuff in your head, my brother and sister. It's not good for you. Don't go and be assuming things in your head, something you're not clear about. Just ask. That is another point I've actually learned in my marriage. So I like to assume things a lot, probably. And sometimes, I don't know, sometimes my husband thought it might be a joke. Oh, it might actually be a joke for him, but for me, I will not take it in another form. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes I will not, probably, maybe if I'm even angry and then he's trying to make me happy, like for me to stop being angry, and then he's now using some things in form of that thing that just made me angry, to make fun of me or to make joke out of it. And then I will now be picturing it in another form, and then he now gets upset. Like, he's trying to make me happy, he's just trying to make me laugh, to get out of that mood that I'm in. So sometimes, if you're not sure of something, try and ask questions. It's better to ask, to clarify the air, and then you get to understand things. Okay, sometimes even talking about this assumption stuff, like, it has happened a lot of time in my marriage. I, like, my husband is a medical personnel person, right? And then there are some things that he will tell me, is, maybe I asked him something pertaining to someone, he will tell me he cannot disclose that information to me. And I have to get to that point that I have to start, like, understanding the reason why he cannot like disclose such information with me, even though I'm his wife, except if it's something that's pertaining to him or like has a connection with him. If not, he cannot like disclose such information to me. Okay, so yeah, every some things like that has to be kept in, like, cannot be disclosed, even though I'm his wife. But there are secrets that he cannot let out to me, or he feels like because he has taken the oath. I want to assume, I'm still assuming, right? Because he has taken the oath, right? Because he took the oath to keep it confidential, so he cannot disclose such information with me, except it's something that pertains to him, like something that pertains to him. Then he would like to like tell me exactly how it is. And he needed to have disclosed that information to me for me to understand, because at a point I was like, why are you keeping secret from me? Like, I was not assuming that he's keeping secrets from me, and it's not like that. Okay, so yeah, that's one of the things that I've learned in my marriage. Another point is that you should be open minded. In marriage, you have to be open with your partner. Do not keep secrets, even as little as you trying to buy a piece of land. That one is even, it's not a small secret. That, or you keeping money, somebody gave you money, eh? And then you now decide not to tell your partner. You're already starting to keep secrets. Don't keep things away from your partner. Always be open. That's one thing I have learned in my marriage. Another point I've learned in my marriage is be open with your partner. Don't hide anything from your partner. Always be open, honest, and open and sincere. Whatever, like, if whatever you have in your account, if you know you don't have money at a point, tell your partner, babe, love, I don't have this money that you're asking of me, or I don't have this money, or they have not paid me my salary, or something like that. Like, things like that. Just make sure that you're open with your partner, because they will not start assuming stuff again. They will not start assuming stuff that you have and then you don't want to give them whenever they request for that. So you see that this alone, these things being joined together can cause a huge problem even in marriage. So that is another point I have learned in my marriage. Okay, so another point is that I've come to realize that my husband is a very playful person, as in, anywhere he enters, even though that is the first time that he's going to that environment, people get to know him. Like, he's very playful, he likes to play, he's a sanguine. That's one thing I actually learned from Pastor Mildred. So he's a sanguine and he likes to play around. But me, I'm the introverted type of person. He's an extrovert. I'm the introverted type of person that I like to just stay in my place. The only time you always see me, like, I'm sure some of you will think that I'm very, some of you, I'm sure some of you, most of you will be like, have noticed that I'm not the very vocal type of person. I always like to keep to myself most of the time. But my husband is the opposite of me. Like, he's very playful. He likes to play with children. He likes to have conversation. He likes to tell stories. And that's one thing I actually love about him, about his stories. I love stories. That's one thing I like. I love about my husband. So yeah, he likes to, I mean, people get to know him, and me on my own, I'll not be I'll not be like, how come? Like, one thing that I noticed was when my husband came to see my parents, as in, I felt like my parents and my family got to love him very fast. But me on the other hand, I'm still even struggling. I know that my in-laws love me, right? But I feel like it took me a while to, even up till now. I'm still, I'm getting there though, but I'm still being conscious and I'm still like finding my way in, right? But him, everybody, everybody in my family already knows him, already like are friendly with him. They always like to talk with him, gist with him. Like, they are free around him. But me on the other hand, I'm still trying to figure out ways to penetrate and all that. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, now wow, this is my husband self. Like, I don't get, why am I, like, why is he so playful? Why is it that everyone like, well, I have to get to understand that That's the kind of person he is, right? I know it might not even be a big issue to some people. Like sometimes he will not be using us to the example. Like, but I don't get it. Like he will start telling stories. Like he likes to take his time to tell stories and gist and be friendly, and even there sometimes you invite people like come over, like I'm, me I'm getting there. I'm trying to accommodate. I'm trying to be loving, like the happy-go-lucky kind of person. But anyways, I'm glad I married my husband. So yeah, that's one of the things I've actually learned about my husband. I'm still learning. I'm still, yeah, and by God's grace, we are actually getting there. Okay. So yeah, that's one of the things I've actually come to understand about my husband. That he's a very playful kind of person, and on my own, I'm very introverted. Like my birthday, right? Okay, let me just leave it at that. So yeah, my next point is that as a married person, as a married woman, I want to speak for myself, right? Like I've gotten to understand that your circle of friends will get to change, even though you will still be interacting with your single friends. But I feel like one thing that I've learned is that because I was paranoid, I was like asking myself questions. I think one of the videos I filmed, I think my very first video or something, or third video that I filmed talking about my observation in marriage, my early months or weeks of marriage, I was talking about how I was feeling so like as if my friends kind of abandoned me. Yeah, so now I've come to realize and I've come to learn that your circle of friends will actually change because now you are in a different dimension, or you're in a different status. So your friends is going to change, and because they will, if let's say for instance, you usually used to like share your problems, your challenges, your happiness, your happy moments, all stuff like that with your friends, right? And then let's assume again that maybe you're the only one among your circle of friends, or one or two of you guys are married, or let's and you get to see that you become a bit detached from them. That's one thing I said in that video. But one thing I've actually now understand is that one of the reason why you get to this, or they or you get detached English, detach yourself from your friends or your single friends, is because you feel like they will no longer understand you. Maybe if you have any issue, or you have something you want to ask pertaining to marriage, they will not understand you because they are not in the same circle with you. Okay, so you tend to now move towards people that are married, or people that are newly married, or a bit higher in marriage than you, as in more experience in marriage than you. So you become more friendly to those set of people, and then your friends will now be feeling like, oh, because I'm single and all that, and some of them would now be feeling like, oh, some of the friends, right, they will be the one to even move away from you, because I've actually done that to my friend then that was single. When one of my friends got married, I just tend to just detach myself from her. If I kind of felt like I'm respecting her boundary, because it's not everything she'll be telling me, right? So we'll not be like always interacting with one another. So yeah, that's one of the things I got to understand about that. So my next point is that you guys are a team. So always have it in mind that you guys are a team. You guys, you people na team now na be. You're supposed to be working hand in hand. That's one thing I've actually learned in my 1 year of marriage, that we are a team and we are working to achieve a purpose, a goal. Okay, is not always, when there is a disagreement, we are not fighting against each other, we are fighting against that issue. So we should always remember, that's one thing I've gotten to understand, that we should always remember that we are a team even in the marriage. Okay, so that's some of the things that I've learned, or those are the things that I've actually learned in my 1 year of marriage. Thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned up to this moment. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. So based to the information I was trying to pass across to you guys, I was saying that by God's grace, by January, probably maybe when I'm done with my exams, because I'll be starting my exams January. So when I'm done with my exams, hopefully, because I would like to focus on my exams, after my exams, I'll be doing a series which I titled Teenage Me. So in that series, I'll be sharing with you guys my my experience in my teenage years, the challenges that teenagers face, and things like that. So if you are an adult that have teenagers as children, you also get to learn from my own experience, and also teenagers I'll be featuring even in my channel for them to share their own experience with us and also share their own challenges. Also, I'll be featuring adults as well for them to also share their own experience, to pick some points out from there. So we can be able to share, they will be able to share their own experience from that, and we'll be able to learn from it. So that is one of the things I'll be doing. Or it's not going to be like every day something. I'll also be involving some my normal marriage videos and relationship talks and other lifestyle videos, but once in a while I'll be featuring that Teenage Me series even in my channel. So stay tuned, and stay tuned, and be expecting that video. Okay, also invite friends to my channel so that they will get to learn one or two things from my YouTube channel. All right guys, so stay tuned for my videos, and I'll be expecting those videos. Tell a friend to tell a friend to come to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. Thank you all so much for all the support and the love. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, and do enjoying um the New Year celebration. Oh, let's not forget about what I promised I was going to share. The person that was reluctant was my husband. He actually was complaining because of money. Okay, so yeah, it's not like he was tired of going for the going for the outing, just basically because of money. So guys, please support my hustle so that at least I'll be gaining something from this my small hustle that I'm doing. Because let us get to 1,000 subscribers and encourage me, so that, because this is born out of passion. Like each time I don't do this video, I'm not happy. Like seriously, I'm not happy. I get so fulfilled whenever I film the video and post it on my channel. So please support my hustle. Okay, thank you so much guys. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys for all the love and the support. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye. So guys, before I go, how do you guys see my makeup? I actually did this did this by myself. What do you guys think? Hmm. Mm. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about my makeup? Oh, did I try? Between 1 to 10, what will you score me? Did I try? Gotta. I feel like I did my best. So yeah. So this is the outfit I have for you guys. So this is a gown. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye.